A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We want it. Come to my world.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 44.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ready? Yellow lady, yellow lady. Kill. 12. Kill. Hey, exit.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready? 5-8. Check back.
Breeze now on first down. That's caught. The tight end Hill. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Check curls. Watch twist. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Yellow lady. Heavy on the edges. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Let's go. Hey, kill. 41 Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on. Hey, Alpha. Mike 41. Let's go, Heavy. Kill. Heavy, what you got, Heavy? Give me some.
Breeze now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. I got it. Hey, Delta. 41's the Mike. Check. 41.
To throw, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? You ready? Go! Check 37. Check 37. Easy, opposite.
Now Breeze. And he's got him. Touchdown, Saints. Zach Line there to make the grab. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive.
1st and goal. Forget running the football. Forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with the pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think 1st and goal from the 1, you're thinking running play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The end result, 21 yards. 1st down, a run with Hyde. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Watson. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
The Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Reset.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Watson, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they... And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Looking to go back to Thomas again, and now it's second down.
5-9.
Bree's going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On second down now, Hyde. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Carlos Hyde as the first half is winding down. And the Texans have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
Touchdown, New Orleans! Jared Cook, 38 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
From the 24, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. To throw is Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Check 9, check 9.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Big hold to the 30. It's complete. Stills. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Two times. You got 3
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeds a quick throw out to Thomas. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd and 2, Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. It finds his target, Fuller. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A 10th carry for Hyde. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and that takes us from second to third down.
Let's get it. Set. 19. 59. Hey, I'm coming.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down. And he finds Stills, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth. So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing on second down. Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Check Mike 54.
They'll run on first down. Hyde. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
At the 17-yard line.
Mike. They're not ready for this, man.
On first down, Hyde. He will push his way down to about the 14. And a timeout taken. Just 6 seconds away from the 2-minute warning. This defense wanted to stop the clock prior to that, and they do. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
I got one.
They'll try the air now with Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Get ready. 54's Mike. 54's Mike.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And Hyde will not get there as they force him to the ground shy of the marker.
That's it, baby.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
You're good, you're good. I forward, ready. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You're track. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Mike 55. Mike 55.
Back to throw, Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll look to throw. And this is Cook with the grab. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Ready. Yellow lady. Check 55. Mike. Wild bill. Wild bill.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Breeze to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give, how much blood.